You're listening to the Console Drones Gamer Talk podcast with your hosts, Prodigy.
I got another fucking 3 weeks to start carving my bushes into elephants and shit and make it look like Disneyland. Wow, that just got really weird.
Deuce.
Running around with a pink fucking 725. I don't care if you're a girl gamer or what. Stop it! It's fucking annoying. Son of a bitch.
Demonic.
Tune in next week and John will be going over his bracket with us. Fuck yeah, fuck you, Chris.
The Joker.
You guys donated all the wood. And I'd like to see you lick it. Hey, somebody's like, who was making that rubbing noise all night? I was like, oh, it was me.
Sarah, you're right, Miguel. It looks just like the Black Ranger.
Right, it does.
Hello, listeners, gamers, button mashers, teabaggers, noobs, griefers, geeks, grown-ups, and internet. Welcome back to Console Drones Gamer Talk podcast. Talking video games right out of northern Arizona, somewhere in Washington. Once again, it's time for another show. This is season number 3, number 226. And you're listening to a weekly podcast where we talk about everything and anything but mainly video games. I'm your host, Chris, and today, the full crew is here. Now enjoy the show.
It's time for What You Drinking and What Have You Been Playing.
Let's start off this week with Joe. What are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm gonna not have shitty internet. That would be great if I didn't have shitty internet.
Yeah, you're definitely
Can you
not
hear me at least?
with what you're. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
You're fine. You're just your video and audio are
Okay.
distinct.
Anyway, I'm gonna take this flavorless Corona seltzer and I'm gonna spike it with Kinky
Okay.
because this shit doesn't taste like anything. There's like no flavor.
You're losing your taste buds?
Anyway,
You got Corona?
no, it makes you think you have Corona. 'Cause
Right.
You can't taste anything.
Exactly. It's what a fucked up joke, dude. What a fucked up joke.
Yeah, as far as what I've been playing, New World on the PC, Valheim on the PC, on Xbox, Fallout 76, Warzone, and Rocket League.
Nice. Good list. All right, we're going to move on down to Miguel. Miguel, what are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking a Cherry Blade Lemonade Bang. As far as what I've been playing Warzone, some Halo 2. I played a Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice.
Oh, wow.
And I played The Sims 4 because I needed to make my sim faint for 100 Microsoft Rewards points. So, as we all know, I'm a Microsoft Rewards point whore. So, I played that for a tad bit. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. All right, we're going to move on down to John. John, what are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking some Basil Hayden's bourbon whiskey.
Okay.
And this week I played Warzone.
Nice.
That's it. What about you, Chris? What are you drinking? What have you been playing?
All right, so right now I'm drinking a blood orange Pellegrino with some Tito's. My usual. It's one of my favorite Pellegrinos that they make. And then let's see. On my Xbox, I played some Warzone. I played some Plunder. And then moving over, I don't know if I played anything else on my Xbox other than that. Oh, I think I played some Conan for a little bit. And I think that's it for my Xbox. And then over on my Switch, played some Mario Golf. And then over on my Quest, I played Larcenauts, Contractors, and some Pavlov. And let's see. And then on the PC, I played some Valheim. And then also, I downloaded an old new game to me, actually. But it's not a new game to me. It's old to me, but maybe new for some. But I downloaded City of Heroes Rebirth. This is like an old school MMO. And some developers decided to revamp it or rebirth it, so to speak. So I'm playing that, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm enjoying myself, kind of going back through memory lane playing that game. So that is pretty much me this week. It's time for the news. Joe, are you ready?
Yeah.
Deuce's Weekly News, keeping us informed and up to date in the gaming industry.
Facebook has suspended the Oculus Quest 2 sales over skin irritant concerns. So they're getting a report that a small percentage of Quest 2 customers are experiencing skin irritation after using the Quest 2 with the removable foam interface.
I mean, isn't that kind of to be expected with prolonged play? Like, you have either a cloth strap or rubber piece on your forehead and or around your head, and you've been sweating, so I think that's generally something that's like natural causing, right? I mean, it's not like your pores are breathing freely, so I would think, yeah, you're gonna potentially get irritated. Your skin's gonna get
Well,
irritated.
I don't know the
If
difference
somebody's-
between...
If somebody's having an allergic reaction to something, that's different.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
but
So
different.
it
But
depends
it
on
just says
what the actual scenario
Yeah.
is.
what Joe said was irritated, though. And I would
Yeah.
think that to be expected.
It's like your balls chafing.
Yeah.
Suck it up.
Put some
Figure it
talcum
out.
on your face.
There you go.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference between the Quest 1 and 2 is, but I don't have any issues with the Quest 1. And I've played like with other people and like swapped out the, traded headsets, let them play, then I played, and then let them play, and I haven't had any skin irritations. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably clean their fucking Quest.
That too. You know how gamers are just filthy animals anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, what I did right away was buy that silicone thing that goes on the inside of the foam. It's pretty nice, and so I've never even had that foam touch my face at all. I bought that thing immediately before I even got my Quest. So, but yeah, that's something for them that anybody should do if they're worried about getting irritated face. Just buy accessories that go with it. They make all kinds of shit for the Quest.
Next.
I guess we'll get on to the big thing. Activision. Big harassment
fixing their game?
lawsuit.
Oh.
Oh, I don't. They're not.
No.
You know they're not. So Bobby Kotick, who is the CEO for Activision, has responded to the sexual harassment lawsuit, and it goes on to quote, "What?
I said, oh.
Oh, our initial responses to the issues we face together and to your concerns were quite frankly tone deaf. Were, like no apostrophe, not we are, but were tone deaf." He also revealed that law firm Wilmer Hale has been hired to immediately review the company's policies in hopes to promote a respectful and inclusive workplace. And that Activision Blizzard will continue to investigate each and every claim and will not hesitate to take decisive action. So if you don't know what's going on at Activision Blizzard, then I don't know. Fucking figure it out.
Can they take decisive action on cheaters in Warzone?
No, because then that takes away their profit.
What's going on
Um,
with Activision and Blizzard?
So basically, there's been a sexual harassment lawsuit against a lot of people that are the higher ups at Activision Blizzard, and also the fact that they've been under investigation for I think 2 or 3 years now, based off of the treatment of their employees and how their management is somewhat of a frat boy environment.
Okay.
So it's like they're creating a toxic environment for women, and if you're not part of their group, then you're considered, an outsider, and it's the frat boy mentality.
No wonder their video games are toxic.
So there's been a huge
forever.
But this is just Activision Blizzard. So this isn't like, Raven or Treyarch
Infinity
or
Ward.
any of Infinity Ward. It's not that, but it's Activision Blizzard, which is mostly around WoW in that community. So the WoW community has actually had a virtual sit-in where all the players just did nothing and met in one area and just sat. And yeah, so it's kind of like an in-game.
What does that accomplish exactly in World of Warcraft? It
makes them, it makes them feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
You're still
feels
paying
like
Activision money to play the game, so you're just going to go in there and waste your money and just sit down.
Yeah.
Good job. You really showed Activision.
Right.
Here, take my money so I can go do nothing.
Exactly.
Fuck's sake. Figure it out.
That's so funny.
To go along with that, over 2,000 of the staff signed a petition condemning the Blizzard's reaction to the lawsuit. So, in conjunction with what the CEO said,
Right.
Well, that was the comments that we were tone deaf.
Okay.
Yeah. So then 2,000 employees signed an open letter to the company's management criticizing its response to the discrimination and harassment lawsuit filed last week. A wealth of current employees from across all parts of Activision Blizzard have signed the letter that calls Activision Blizzard's response to the sexual harassment and discrimination lawsuit abhorrent and insulting. So they go on to say, our company's executives have claimed that actions will be taken to protect us, but in the face of legal action and the troubling official responses that followed, we no longer trust that our leaders will place employee safety above their own interests. So, all right, moving on from that. Assassin's Creed Valhalla expansion Siege of Paris, or Paris, is coming mid-August.
Ooh la la.
So, ooh la la, wee wee. Yeah. Ahead of the new launch, Ubisoft has issued a new title update, which is 1.3.0, which weighs in at 23.79 gigabytes on the Series X and S, 17.72 gigabytes on the Xbox One, 6.85 gigs on the PS5, and roughly 20 gigs on the PS4, depending on your region, and up to 31 gigs on the PC. Sorry. Yeah, as they said, no matter your platform, it's a big update, but there's a reason for that. The new patch adds a wealth of content to the game, including the Sigerblatt Festival, the time-limited event running from July 29th to August 19th. Perhaps the biggest gift from the company here is the promise that of the one-handed sword, which can be unlocked by participating in the activities and quests, you will also, you get the sword and shield. So, in order to participate in the festival, you need to have reached England, finished either the Canterburyshire or the Leicestershire Arc. Whatever. And at least settle
Worcestershire.
Yeah. So go back to Valhalla. Next, Valve clarifies that Steam Deck's 30 frame per second target comment, that their 30 frames per second target comment following the confusion. So they posted a comment stating that they were targeting 30 frames per second, and it threw everybody off. Like, what are we buying? What the fuck is this? So they're saying that's what the baseline is going to be, basically.
Yeah.
So according to the developer, the 30 frames per second refers to the floor of what we consider playable in our performance testing. So that's like bare minimum.
Yep.
That's it. First Halo Infinite multiplayer technical test could happen as soon as this weekend or next weekend, and it is because I got invited. So, yeah. So I'll be playing Infinite.
Nice.
I'll
Is there
report back in 2 weeks.
do you know if there's an agreement? Do they put anything in the email about agreement, like where you can't talk about it type stuff?
I haven't received that yet.
Okay.
So I received the email saying that I'm going to get an invite or that I was accepted. So then I'll receive another email either by the end of this week or early next week giving me the information, my key and everything to install the game.
Gotcha, which should have an agreement on there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool. Yeah. That's why the chick from New World got banned for milking a cow. No, I'm kidding. So those of us that haven't made the leap yet, Marvel Avengers will be free to play next weekend alongside the 4X XP bonus. So if you haven't played it and you want to, from actually it's starting now, July 29th to August 1st, only on PlayStation, Stadia, and Steam, you can download the trial and play. And you'll have access to all the content. So you'll be able to play, as Kate Bishop and Hawkeye and, all the other shit. So, yeah, Xbox doesn't get any. They said that Crystal Dynamics is working on, in the coming months, a thing for Series X and S players. Let's see. Grid Legends was announced. The EA Play I think it was past week. So it's announced for 2022 and it releases on PC and consoles. I loved Grid. I liked it, enjoyed it a lot.
Fuck yeah.
So, I mean, this is all types of racing. This is like, they even have truck racing now. So you can race semi-trucks and shit.
That's cool.
Yeah. Real life tracks. Just cool shit. Let's see. Last article. Of course, along with the EA Play, we saw, or those of us who wanted to watch it, the Battlefield 2042 gameplay trailer. And it looks amazing. So the open beta will come this September. So if you pre-order the game, the beta will start September. And the final release is October 22nd. For PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and X and S. That's it for the news.
All right, we're going to move on down to our dates. Demonic, are you and your pup ready?
Yep. And real quick before we go into dates, for audio listeners, my dog is on my lap. And my question for you three is, can you tell he hates it?
Yes.
He
looks very stiff and like, can I get down yet?
He's getting a little better, but yeah, he definitely hates it.
Yeah, when you first put him up there, I was like, he does not look comfortable.
Nope, he hates it.
Yeah.
I think he's
But
confused.
he's good boy, Kratos.
Well, he was sitting right next to me, and now his hair's all over the place because he fucking sheds like a motherfucker.
Demonic's dates, keeping us on track with what video games are coming out soon.
All right, coming out this week. Tribes of Midgard, PS5, PS4 on the 27th, which is yesterday. I'm a little off. Chernobylite, PC, 28th. Oops. The Forgotten City, PS5, Xbox Series S, X1, PS4 on the 28th. Eldest Souls, PS5 for Series S, X, and 1, and Switch on the 29th. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Series. Just kidding. PC, iOS, and Android. The Ascent Series X, Xbox One, Series S, the 29th. Alone with You on the Switch on the 30th. Fucking August, guys. Jesus. This one half counts. Grime on the Stadia, whatever Grime is, and whatever a Stadia is. August 2nd. Lemnis Gate, PS5, Series S, X, PS4, Xbox One on the 3rd. And Dungeon Defenders Awakened on the Switch on the 4th. That's everything this upcoming week. And Joe is making more drinks.
I'm adding more kinky.
Can you give some of that to your router so you can have better internet?
Shit. You know what I'm going to take to my router? Actually, to my modem?
What?
A fucking sledgehammer.
There you go.
Once I get that Starlink. Yep.
You should.
Are you using the one that I gave you, Joe? Sorry, Chris.
I
said, are you using the router I gave you?
No.
Or the modem? Okay.
No, I upgraded to the whatever one they wanted, but I'm renting it. I didn't buy it.
Here you go. You should break that shit on the show, Joe, when you get your new internet. I don't know. I don't know how you could do that, but think about it. That'd be fun.
I could send them the one Miguel gave me, and then yeah.
I didn't have a serial number or anything.
No, fuck that.
All right. Well, on that note, it's time for the greatest segment in the world. John, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, step right up, come on down. It's time for the More You Know with the Joker Drone.
All right. Per request, this week on The More You Know, we're going to be talking about the best DC supervillains of all time. You're welcome, Miguel. All right. So at number 10, we have Anti-Monitor. The Anti-Monitor is not a villain in the traditional sense. He is simply a force of absolute destruction, driven by his very nature to destroy everything in his path, up to and including reality itself. While the Anti-Monitor has not appeared often, his arrival heralds something far more nightmarish than a simple global threat. For the Anti-Monitor signals the arrival of a crisis between realities, a crucible and metaphysical proportions from which survival is, at best, an uncertain outcome. The Anti-Monitor debuted as the reality-collapsing villain of Crisis on Infinite Earths, destroying all but one of the DC multiverse. Number 9, Captain Cold. The leader of Flash's rogues may not be the most vicious of the Scarlet Speedster's foes, but he is symbolic of an entire contingent of DC's villains. The ultimate everyman opportunist, Captain Cold is a scoundrel with a code of honor, one that has earned him the respect of many of his fellow villains, as well as a position at the top of the street thug hierarchy. Fans will recognize Len Snart from the CW's Flash, where he occupied a similar villain with the Heart of Gold role, even into spin-off show DC's Legends of Tomorrow. But in comic books, Captain Cold has never made it out of true villainy, despite brushes with heroism and even a very brief stint on the Justice League prior to Rebirth, though he's once again the leader of the Rogues.
I thought he was a guy that would just give you a cold or something.
Yeah. Number 8, Deathstroke. Deathstroke has always straddled the line between hero and villain, even teaming with his arch enemies, the Teen Titans, for a time in the old DCU. Though he's occasionally landed on the side of the Angels, one thing continues to separate Deathstroke from being an all-out hero: his killer instinct. Deathstroke is DC's ultimate assassin, a master killer with no remorse and no hesitation. He's also been a leading man for the last few years, headlining his own title and inching even closer to being a true anti-hero rather than a self-serving criminal. But despite often fighting against some of greater evil, Deathstroke remains a cold-blooded assassin capable of killing and exploiting any and everyone in his path. He had a cameo played by Joe Manganiello in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, can I just say I really want to see more live-action Deathstroke from Joe Manganiello.
What's his name? Mr. Vergara.
Yeah, Sofia Vergara's husband.
Yeah, Sofia Vergara's husband. So Mr. Vergara. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name from Chula?
Sure.
Number 7, Reverse Flash. Eobard Thawne? Eobard? Is that how you say it? Any ideas? Eobard?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eobard Thawne is, in almost every way, the exact opposite of his pure-hearted nemesis, Barry Allen. Vicious and determined, Thawne's goal is no less than the total erasure of... Is that a word? Erasure?
Yeah.
Of the
Erasure.
Flash and seeing the timeline of the DC Universe remade in his image. Thawne is well known for having killed Barry Allen's mother and framed his father for the crime, a story that has become the setup for the Flash's translation into other media time and time again, and which led to the new 52 reboot of DC continuity in Flashpoint. He also inspired a legacy villain who may be even worse Hunter Zolomon, a.k.a. Zoom, an evil speedster from the future with a murderous streak who challenged Barry Allen's protege, Wally West. Number 6, Brainiac. It would be easy to write Brainiac off as an ultimate expression of brains against Superman's brawn, but the real nature of their rivalry is far more sinister. Brainiac may be possessed of unparalleled intelligence, but what he truly represents to Superman and to the DC universe at large is an utter lack of compassion. Alien to the point of being downright inhuman, calculating to the point of sheer ruthlessness, Brainiac has no care for any living thing in his quest for ultimate knowledge. Brainiac set the stage for a major relaunch of DC's Justice League titles a few years ago by organizing a group of heroes and villains to fight an epic cosmic threat in the limited series No Justice, before dropping dead and leaving his team unprepared for the fight ahead of the series' first issue. He was later rebuilt by Lex Luthor's Legion of Doom, working alongside them for his own purposes in the lead up to the recent Dark Knight's death metal event. All right. Number 5, Ra's al Ghul. There are other villains. What?
Rage.
Is it Rage al Ghul?
Rage al Ghul.
In Arrow, it was Ra's al Ghul, the TV show.
I've heard it different in different shows and different games.
It's tomato.
Potato.
Either or.
There are other villains. Fuck's sake. Can I start now?
No.
There are other villains who might better fit the role of Batman's thematic opposite, but it is Ra's al Ghul who is the Caped Crusader's true equal. Immortal, ancient, and cunning, Ra's is the leader of the League of Assassins and a manipulator of the highest caliber, while Ra's has most often dealt with Batman, both in manipulating Batman into providing DNA for his daughter Talia's cloned son Damian, and in attempting to destroy Gotham. He has also proved a threat to the entire world. Still, Ra's is not above aligning himself with heroes when they align with his own goals, such as when he teamed with Batman to rescue Damian from Apocalypse. All right. Number 4, Sinestro. In blackest day, in brightest night, beware your fears made into light. Sinestro is a megalomaniac of the highest order, abusing his power as a Green Lantern to enslave his homeworld of Korugar, even before falling from the Green Lantern Corps in disgrace. Wielding the power of fear through his yellow power ring, Sinestro has returned to the Green Lanterns from time to time, but always returns to his own Sinestro Corps, a conglomerate of beings dedicated to spreading terror and ruin throughout the universe. Number 3, Darkseid. Right? Darkseid? Darkseid. Okay.
Bernstein Bears. Remember that. I always go to this. It says it's spelled Darkseid, but it's Darkseid.
Okay, somebody at DC doesn't know how to spell. All right.
No, they don't.
Darkseid is perhaps DC's ultimate expression of evil. Obsessed with his quest for anti-life equation, the Mad God and Lord of Apocalypse is possessed of power beyond measure and a contempt for all whom he sees as beneath his strength. In the decades since Jack Kirby created him, Darkseid has squared off countless times against his enemies on New Genesis and gone toe-to-toe with Superman again and again. At the start of the New 52, Darkseid single-handedly fought the entire Justice League to a standstill. Darkseid was also the main villain of Darkseid War, which closed the book on the New 52. He has remained one of DC's most iconic villains, with his profile only growing in recent years, including appearing as one of the central villains in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Number 2. Any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses?
Number 2.
Lex Luthor.
I'm going to say Joker.
What?
Joker is number 2. Madness, chaos, mayhem. These are the facets of Joker's fractured personality. While some of the Batman's enemies have grown into their more recent deadly incarnations out of somewhat silly origins, the Joker has always been a murderous agent of anarchy. Considered Batman's greatest enemy and opposite number, Joker has also challenged the entire DC universe single-handedly, both by seizing the power of... I don't know how to say that. MXYZPTLK. I have no idea what that is. Joe.
I'm an MXYPTLA ally, so...
Oh my gosh.
LMA, PTQ, PZ.
You forgot the plus.
Ally plus. 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. And more recently, seemingly dying alongside Batman before both apparently returning. But it's not his occasional forays into global villainy that makes Joker one of the most feared and effective villains in his comics. It's his willingness to go further, to strike deeper, and to succumb to absolute evil more than any other mortal in the DC universe. The Clown Prince of Crime has his own recently launched ongoing title from Batman writer James Tynion IV. If you're looking for where to start reading Joker comic books, here are the best Joker stories of all time. That's a link. I'm not clicking on it. All right, number 1. Who is it?
Brainiac, or...
What Miguel
I
said.
said Brainiac.
Huh?
He already went through Brainiac.
I did
Did he?
Brainiac.
Yeah.
What Miguel
You're
said.
too busy watching TikToks.
Lex
No,
Luthor.
sorry.
What Miguel said.
Brainiac
Lex.
was number 6.
What I said? What do you mean what I said?
You said Lex Luthor
Lex
for 2.
Luthor.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not Luthor.
It is, though.
What?
Lex Luthor is number 1. And so we've arrived at the top of the list. Honestly, who else could have filled this slot? Not just Mom. But with the de facto leader and occasional organizer of DC's villains, Superman's greatest rival, Lex Luthor. Whether he is filling the role of a ruthless politician and corrupt businessman, an infuriatingly untouchable mad scientist, not just Mom, or an out-and-out mega-powered menace, Luthor owns a confidence and intellect rivaled by none. But Luthor's greatest strength is also his greatest weakness, his absolute and utter selfishness. Where a noble man would selflessly use Luthor's gifts to better mankind, Luthor uses his assets to benefit himself at all times, only aiding the world when doing so aligns with his personal goals. Luthor is a member of the new DC Universe super team called the Totality, a sort of DCU star chamber of superheroes and supervillains that is described as a shield protecting our world from future threats manned by its greatest minds. Its members include Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Martian Manhunter, Talia al Ghul, Vandal Savage, and Lex Luthor, a team that spans a wide swath of motivations and moralities. The Totality will feature prominently in an Infinite Frontier limited series that launches in June. So that is the list of the best 10 best DC supervillains of all time. And next week, we will either do the most useless Marvel villains or the most useless DC villains.
What about the greatest Marvel villains?
We could do that too.
To match what we just did. So I just want to point out, I realized while playing Injustice too the other day. Like, we keep trying to say Batman's comparable to Iron Man and the fact that he's just a rich guy that's a hero. And I believe Lex Luthor is the more comparable character in DC to Iron Man with his suit and his money and all of that. Although he is a villain. Mostly. Thoughts?
To a certain extent, yeah, I can agree because Batman does have somewhat of a fighting ability, and he doesn't depend solely on his suit, whereas Iron Man does. I mean, you could probably the Marvel comparison to Batman might be Black Widow, maybe. But I wouldn't just because he's
maybe
as far as like abilities and fighting, abilities. Because Tony Stark hasn't trained. Batman basically did all the training to become like a ninja.
He trained on the mountain. How do you say it?
Nigel's mom.
That is a steep hill to climb for sure.
Wow, boys, wow.
I see your point there, Joe. I see how Black Widow could be comparable, but based on MCU, I would almost want to compare to Black Panther in that it's gadgets and suit. And King T'Challa isn't necessarily rich, but he's the king, so he gets whatever. So technologically, I would compare it to Black Panther.
Yeah. One's black at night, one's black all the time. So it's fine. Am I wrong?
Nosedive. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm not being racist. I'm just not wrong. I mean, yeah.
So, Miguel, if you could change that list, being the biggest, I'm pretty sure you're the biggest DC fan of the four of us.
The thing is, I'm not a super big DC fan. I'm just trying to. So I guess what I was asking for was not necessarily best villains. I guess what I was wanting to hear was most popular, and see how many of those were.
Well, we know Joker's like.
Well, yeah, but I want to hear the other 9.
Harley.
And if
it's gonna Harley's. It's gonna be Joker, Harley, Ivy, maybe Bane, Penguin. Penguin wouldn't make the list.
That's the list I want to hear, Joe.
Well, make your own list. Just give top 10 real quick.
What's
what do you
favorite?
think? I mean, Deathstroke would be on that.
Deathstroke for sure. I mean, yeah, Harley, Ivy, Joker.
You ready?
Don't forget me.
Ready?
Oh, you got it? Let's go.
Yeah,
Cheetah.
let's go.
Minerva. Cheetah Minerva.
Understandable.
Black
Wonder Woman.
Adam is number 9. Deathstroke, number 8. Ra's al Ghul, 7. Darkseid, number 6. Brainiac is number 5. Reverse Flash, number 4. Sinestro at number 3. Lex Luthor at number 2. And Joker at number 1.
That was a very similar list.
I was going to say it sounds very alike, yeah.
Yeah.
With the addition of Black Adam, which I think is more of an anti-hero than a villain.
No Bane, huh? I like
And
Bane.
the Cheetah was on here too.
Well, they've dumbed down Bane a lot compared to like Christopher Nolan Bane
Especially in
and Harlequin.
Yeah, he's basically dumb Bane.
Yeah, he's fucking dumb Bane.
Dumb pussy. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
That's it for the More You Know this week.
All right. Well, thank you, John. It's time for our What the Fucks for the week. Do you guys have any What the Fucks this week?
Yes.
And now it's time for our What the Fucks for the week.
What the fuck?
Okay, John, go for it.
Yeah. So, this week at work, I started a fire in the airplane.
Nice. On purpose?
No.
Please tell me it was on purpose.
It was not on purpose.
Accidental.
So, we were drilling through titanium. And if you guys are familiar with titanium and how it reacts with aluminum when it's hot, it starts fires. So we were drilling through titanium and it got really hot. So the process is you're supposed to go to the tool room and get a special vacuum bag for sucking up titanium while you're drilling so it doesn't go all over the place and damage anything that's already been installed on the airplane. And because I don't work back in structures where there aren't any insulation or wires installed, my job is to do rework, so a lot of that stuff gets installed and gets in our way. So we have to vacuum as we drill as opposed to drilling and then letting the chips cool off and then vacuuming it up. So you have to go to the tool room and get a special vacuum for sucking up the titanium chips that come from drilling. Well, the tool room handed me the vacuum that we were under the impression we had to use, and somebody had already been drilling or been vacuuming up aluminum chips in it. And we didn't know that because we asked for a vacuum for drilling in titanium. So we go to the airplane, we drill 4 holes. We start drilling the 5th hole, and the vacuum bag goes pop and shoots sparks down the hose off the front of the vacuum onto the area where we're drilling, and then starts blowing fire out of the back of the vacuum because now there's titanium chips on fire in the bag, and it's plugged into an air hose which is forcing air through the bag, so it's basically turned this little smolder into a blowtorch out the back of the bag. So I had to turn the vacuum off and unplug it and throw it out of the airplane. Yeah, so my what the fuck is the tool room handing me this vacuum that had already been used with aluminum. And then after all of this happened, we went back to the tool room and we were like, hey, this caught on fire. This isn't supposed to catch on fire. And the team lead at the tool room was like, yeah, you're not supposed to use those with titanium. I'm like, but Kevin, I've asked you specifically for a vacuum for titanium, and this is what you handed me. What the fuck? So now with managers around, he's backing up and not basically saying I'm an idiot that I'm an idiot because I wasn't supposed to use that vacuum, even though he's the one who gave it to me when I said I was drilling in titanium. So what the fuck, Kevin? Joe.
Which one of you had to pee in a cup?
Nobody.
Damn.
We both would have passed. It would have been fine. Chris.
So when this was all going on, how many people were in the plane with you? Was it just like you and another guy, or was there like
so
3
we
or
were
4
all the way in
people?
the back of the plane, and we were by ourselves in the back of the plane, but there were probably 40 people on the airplane altogether, and the whole thing smelled like smoke.
And you guys have this plane like in your hangar, right? You're all working on the plane in a hangar?
It's in the factory.
Yeah. Okay. So there was like 1 or 2 of you in the back when this fire started, or was it like 3? I just want to know how chaotic it got when it happened.
It didn't catch the airplane on fire. It caught the bag on fire and actually shot some embers out of the bag onto the bare metal below us, and I had to climb down because it actually caught a piece of tape on fire. But that was the only thing that caught on fire, and I got that taken care of. So we left the airplane, we went to the tool room, then we went and found our manager, and we came back to the airplane, and the fire department was out there looking for us. They're like, oh, it's a good thing you guys came back. Like, well, fuck no shit. I still got all of my tools in the airplane with my name on them. They're assigned to me. You can look up who owns those tools. And I checked into the lotto system properly. So they also know that I was working in that area. Yeah, I'm not hiding anything.
So when you threw it out, you threw it out of a window or something like that, or out of the back of the plane?
The door was open.
Okay, the back door was open.
The doors.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just threw it out onto the work stand that was out there.
Gotcha.
Miguel.
Okay.
I'm glad, although disappointed, to see that you still have a beard. First off,
It was close because I was holding the vacuum like this, and the bag was right here.
Ooh,
I was
pretty close.
holding it over, and the other guy was drilling, and the bag was right here.
yeah. I'm glad that you're safe, although I'm disappointed that your beard didn't burn off.
Whatever.
Is there not like a protocol to empty out the vacuum before you return it or anything?
Nope.
Joe.
I think the error happened with Kevin.
Kevin.
Yes.
Because John went and said, I need a vacuum for a titanium.
Yep.
And Kevin gave him,
Yep.
So that's
So,
where it happened.
to be fair,
it's not John's fault. I think it's Kevin's fault.
It's absolutely not my fault.
Yeah.
So Kevin wasn't actually the one that handed me that vacuum that day, but Kevin has handed me the same style of vacuum before when I said I need a titanium vacuum. Kevin wasn't in the tool room at the time, but he did show up later after the fire part happened. And then it turns out, oh, hey, you're not supposed to use these. And there's also none of the actually approved vacuum systems anywhere in the factory. So we've been held for 2 days, not able to drill.
Definitely not your fault then.
Yeah.
Man, I'd love to be in the office with your QA if you have any.
Yeah, so that's not QA. That's going to be Everett Health and Safety, so EHS.
Oh, EH&S, yeah.
EH&S, yeah.
EHS, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a lot of not doing anything yesterday and today after we caught that bag on fire. I'm going to send you guys a picture of the vacuum.
Way to go, Kevin. Little fucking
Yeah.
trout sniffer.
Yeah. Kevin's a nice guy, but man, I was very disappointed in him when we went over there with a manager. I was like, hey, Kevin, this isn't for titanium, or this bag caught on fire. It's made of Kevlar. But if you look at the inside, it's only like out of a vacuum bag that's, I don't know, 12 inches tall. Only 6 of it is actually coated with Kevlar.
Is he? He's your
So
boss?
the rest of it is cloth and catches fire.
And that guy's your boss, right?
Kevin?
Yeah.
No, he's the team lead in the tool room.
Oh, okay.
That's where we got the vacuums from.
What a tool leader.
What a tool.
Kevin's a nice guy, but man, I was very disappointed where he was not backing us up. He was just like, yeah, you shouldn't be using those. Motherfucker, you gave it to me.
Well, I mean, whose fault is it that you guys don't have the proper equipment, too?
Isn't that a tooling problem?
People.
Sounds like a maintenance and calibration coordinator's fault.
Something like that.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck you, Miguel.
You see how I just put the blame on Joe and Chris at the same time?
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my what the fuck for the week.
Good shit, John. You guys got any other what the fucks? Miguel, Joe, any what the fucks?
Well, what the fuck? Funko sodas. So the chases for the sodas are 1 in 6, right? I get a total of 16 sodas for Alice set. Guess how many chases I got?
I know the answer.
John knows the answer. John.
1.
I got 1 from the set that John sent me. So yeah,
You're welcome.
That's kind of annoying. That 1 in 6 chance. I get its odds and everything, but. Fuck, I only got 1 out of 16. That was a chase.
There was people in line in front of me that got 4.
Must be fucking nice.
I know. I should have got there earlier. I'm sorry I let you down, Miguel. Next time I'll get there
not the
at
first time.
6 a.m. Oh, whatever.
It's not the first time today either. I mean, I was like, you want to play Warzone? You're like, I'm going to go take a nap.
Dude, I needed it too. I slept till 5:30.
Oh, great. That means you can stay up till 9:30 tonight to play Warzone.
Maybe.
Other what the fucks? Did I talk about the fact that my dog chewed through my my lights last week? I did. Okay. I don't know that I have any other what the fucks.
It chewed through your lights?
My LED strip cord for my cabinet.
Oh shit.
You weren't paying attention, obviously.
No.
He was
I was
sleeping.
really tired last week. Last week was a long podcast
That's true, but
because
Yeah,
of the Steam Deck.
yep.
Yeah, and New World, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I have any other what the fucks.
Okay. Joe, you got any what the fucks?
I do not. I don't think. I mean, the Olympics shit, I'm done with it. I'm over it. I don't care anymore. It's just fucking, I don't give a fuck about gold medals and shit. Whatever. I'm done. I don't care.
Even though Joe doesn't care, what are your thoughts on Simone? What's her last name?
That's what I was getting at. Her mental health and shit. I'm just like, I'm done. Whatever.
Well, and I wasn't necessarily meaning. I didn't mean that. I meant so much the fact that she won't get more points for the
Kratos,
routine
get out of
she's
there.
doing. Hey! The fact that, I mean, it's a dog. You better get used to it, John.
I know.
The fact that she didn't get the points that she should have for the routine she did because they're considered too dangerous for people to perform, so she can't get full points. Hey! What are your thoughts on that? Because, I mean, I get that you don't want to encourage people to do those routines, but if someone does them, fucking give them credit where credit's due.
Well, that's
I mean,
encourage people to do those routines, though.
Exactly. I mean, the sport's got to evolve. I don't get it. You know, if Tony Hawk was to do the 900 during the Olympics, oh no, that's too dangerous. We're not gonna, we don't want people to do the 900 all the time. It's like the man did one of the greatest moves ever in skateboarding, and I'm just saying, in context, if he had done it in the Olympics, he set the baseline, he set the bar. That's the whole point of the Olympics, is to be the best and to get that gold medal and get the most points. If she's doing something dangerous and she's doing it and she's executing it perfectly, give her the fucking points. Give her the gold medal. Don't say, oh no, that's too dangerous. It's like, who the fuck is this Olympic committee now? It's like, okay, we're going to decide that street skateboarding is an Olympic sport, but we're not going to give somebody that's been doing gymnastics, which gymnastics has been in the Olympics since I don't know how long, that they're at such a level that would just expose how shitty everybody else is. Maybe except for the Russians, which technically the Russians aren't in the Olympics this time. But, I don't get it. I'm tired of it. I'm done.
These athletes are the best of the best. How are you going to put a ceiling on what they can do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree, for sure.
And I think it's dumb, and it's just the Olympic Committee's way of showing their stroke and their power.
Yeah, they're flexing for sure.
They're flexing. That's all it is. That's all. And you know what? It's all over the place right now. So,
I mean,
everybody's flexing it wherever they can. They're flexing. Work is asking us to go back because we're we're all green phase 1. Don't worry about the Delta variant, but we all have to.
16 people that not that I work with directly, but 16 people that in my group got sent home for COVID.
Yeah. So it's like work. They're asking me to go back to work. I got to go back to work in 2 weeks, and it's just like, fucking A. If that's what they're paying you to do, is to make decisions, and kudos to you and your fucking cush desk job, whatever. I get to sit in meetings all day, whatever. But anyway, it's getting off topic. But yeah, Olympics, I don't get it. It's becoming, I don't know. It's becoming more to where it's structured, and it's not just, let's take the best athletes in the world and put them up against each other. And instead of representing a country, fucking represent yourself. You're the greatest athlete in the world. You deserve to be on a Wheaties box, but don't say Team USA on it. Say whatever, Simone Biles, whatever your name is. Michael Phelps. If you want to be on a bag of fucking Wheaties, then you can be on a bag of Weed-Ease. Whatever. I don't care. Track and field star, fastest runner in the world. Fucking make sneakers, running shoes, whatever. I don't care. Don't worry about the country. Why do we have to make it a competition? Looking at some of the facts of the Olympics, I mean, a lot of this shit started with Hitler. Because he was trying to prove that there was a country or a race that was more dominant than everything else. And what happened? Was it Jesse Owens? I think. History buff. I don't know. Anyway, African-American runner that outran everybody, and he was black. And here Hitler's talking about genocide and the Aryan race, and fuck that. I'm done with it. Just make it world sports.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. You guys have any other? I don't really have any what the fucks this week. Myself.
I had a question. It's kind of a what the fuck question.
Go for it.
What are your guys' it's about football? What do you guys feel about teams trading for Watson at this point, knowing that he could possibly serve a mandatory 2-year suspension?
I mean,
Can you fill me in on what the mandatory 2-year suspension is potentially for?
Happy endings. Remember?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
They're going to suspend him for that? For 2 years?
Wait,
Well, I guess it is slightly different than Robert Kraft, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Slight, I guess.
He's younger. He's actually on the field. Kraft isn't. I guess. I don't know. He's the face of the franchise at this point.
wasn't
And
Watson's like forcing women to do it.
It wasn't
I don't think
forced. He just kept requesting.
he kept requesting.
Oh, okay.
And I guess the women that performed it were okay with it and did it anyway.
And then they reported it later.
And then they like, oh no, that's bad. Don't do that. Oh, you need to go talk to a lawyer. Blah blah blah.
I thought one of them said that like he forced her down on him.
No, because he would be immediately
locked up.
He would be arrested in jail.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Kraft was the one that actually did it, got the happy ending, and had it recorded on video.
Yeah, the difference is Kraft has so much money he could have had other people go figure out who would actually do it for him before he went. Whereas the Sean Watson's like, hey, do you do this service? No? Okay.
Just asking a question.
Yeah, and
For a
by
friend.
him asking and requesting it, they considered that harassment.
He was asking for a friend. It wasn't for him. Can't do that anymore, apparently, in today's world.
But anyway, there are teams that are talks with trading with Houston. Houston wants to trade for Deshaun Watson. I know that there is a team that's already traded for one of their wide receivers, but yeah, Chris.
I mean, until the whole thing gets sorted out, I don't think anybody should trade for him. Chris.
Just my opinion is just as a smart coach, if there was a team that like desperately needs a quarterback or even a really good backup for now, because you know he's going to be spending 2 years doing something away from the field, possibly.
The Cardinals.
I mean, if it was a good trade or something like that for a pick, possibly. But I think we're set with Kyler. We don't have any problems with Kyler. It'd be more of his. It would be more of his. I know you are, but it'd be more of his durability. But I'm talking like a team that like desperately needs a quarterback and could possibly use him within 2 years, and they got a decent trade out of him. Sure, why not? He's a talented man.
Yeah, but how talented is he going to be in 2 years? I know he's not extremely old, but I mean, would you want Aaron Rodgers in 2 years? Yeah.
And Michael Vick came back and did okay.
That's true.
As long as they like work out and like are still like committed to the game and they're still doing that, if they're like slacking off doing whatever they can't do their workouts normally, then there's going to be a problem, obviously. But if he can keep that up, then sure. Joe?
I would see, like one of the worst team, like the low-hanging fruit teams like the Jets, the Raiders, possibly even the Patriots in that mix.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, Kraft and Watson could Kraft could fucking
Train Watson?
Yeah, it would be the New England happy endings. Yeah. Why not? The New England squirts.
Oh my god.
I would see teams like that, whereas the Jets have I don't even think the Jets have Darnold anymore, do they?
No, I think they traded him, did they?
Yeah, they traded him. So, the Jets, like I said, the Raiders, the whole Carr bullshit situation that's going on there, I would love to see Deshaun Watson go up against the Chiefs twice this season, and we could fuck them over again. I don't know. Here comes the Raiders fans. Oh, we kicked your ass last year. Yeah, but who went to the Super Bowl? Anyway, Patriots with Cam Newton and Hoyer, that situation's going to get fucked up. Also, to throw in the mix, Aaron Rodgers, I sent you guys on the message.
Yeah, that was legit.
In the group message.
I like that.
The legit, like, press conference. I don't know, John, if you saw it or not, but it was Aaron Rodgers talking about, look,
awesome.
If I'm not going to be a part of the decision-making process, let me go. Trade me.
Just fucking say something.
Get me out of here.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I'm here for vacation. They're coming to play with me.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, and I just, right after I sent that, I found out that Randall Cobb was signed back with the Patriots for a pick to the Texans. So Cobb is back with Aaron Rodgers. Randall Cobb, which is good. I mean, Randall Cobb's an age.
The Packers.
What'd I say?
You said
Patriots.
Fucking A.
I was like, what?
Packers. Jesus. Fuck this Corona bullshit. The Packers. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's personally, I'd love to see Aaron Rodgers go down south to New Orleans and at least see Brady Rodgers twice a year. That would be great.
That would be the best bet, to be honest. That would be.
But I honestly, looking at the situation and the fact that they signed him through 2021 this season, but as far as next season goes, I see Aaron Rodgers signing with the San Francisco 49ers.
Please God, no.
I see that.
No, they already picked up. They picked up Trey Lance, though.
So.
All right.
You're gonna fucking Trey Lance or Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
I mean, we're not saying Trey Lance may not be good. Not saying he's not good.
That. No.
But if Aaron Rodgers wants to come play for the Niners are going to be like, fuck yeah, come on home.
I'm talking about... Yeah, but I'm talking more about Kyle Shanahan's coaching style. He doesn't use those... I mean, yeah, he's got Garoppolo. I get it. So, I mean, that kind of negates what I was trying to say. But he's all about that running style. They're trying to go that direction, like the Cardinals and the Seahawks have been going with their quarterback running style type shit. Run and gun. So, not really pocket play. That's just why they went Trey Lance, obviously.
Rodgers does things with his legs.
Yeah, Rodgers is the best quarterback outside of the pocket, other than, I think, Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes. He has, like, the highest completion percentage outside of the pocket on the run. He is one of the best quarterbacks on the run.
He can scramble for sure, but, I mean, honestly, I don't think they would go that direction. Just as my opinion, though. That's all.
Well, yeah.
You just don't want it to happen.
No,
I really don't. No, I don't.
I think what Kristen's trying to say, like, the run pass option is
the RPO?
Yeah, RPO. Like, and Rodgers is not an RPO guy.
No.
That's kind of what Shanahan does. Or is trying to do, is what I'm trying to say. Because, I mean, he's not doing it with Garoppolo.
It has yet to be proven.
That's obviously the direction why they would pick Trey Lance. That's just all I'm saying. But go on.
Yeah, because they think it works. Oh, well, look, it's working for Arizona. Oh, well, look, it's worked for Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams, they don't have anything. What do you mean? Don't do this, John. Please don't do
that. We have an offensive line. We don't have an offensive line.
Now,
John,
it worked.
When you have had an offensive line.
Yes, it worked.
Been a while.
It's been a while, but in the past, when you've had an offensive line, what has happened?
Got you a ring.
A Super Bowl.
Got you a ring. So there you go.
Yeah, with the exception of fucking throwing on the 1 yard line. Yeah, I'm going to keep bringing that up. But anyway, it's just like the Rams. Look, they went with Matthew Stafford.
I get it. Yeah.
They're going to be an air raid system. They got rid of Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley's not running it with them anymore. And then Cam Akers, he's injured, so they're going to get another running back in there. So I don't know if they're going to sign Gurley back or not. I don't know. I don't know if Gurley signed with someone else or not.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I just wanted to get your thoughts on Deshaun Watson and see where he was going. But I don't know. Anything's up in the air right now.
He could go anywhere the quarterback need is. I don't know. He's extremely talented, so I could see him playing for anybody and starting.
No, he could go to the Washington football team.
He could start for anybody, yeah, for sure.
Weren't they supposed to fucking have a name this year?
They have a name. There is a name. They just released the
Guardians?
name. The Guardians. Yep.
No, that's the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. But I swear, no. They don't have a name yet. It is the Cleveland Guardians.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Well,
Cleveland
there
Guardians.
was two teams we were worried, we were contemplating with name changes. All right, we got the wrong one. Sorry, Joe.
It's the wrong.
No, that's fine.
Sorry.
They were trying to throw the Chiefs in there on that mix, and they saying how culturally inappropriate the Chiefs are.
Okay, Chief.
And yeah, it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Stupid.
The Chiefs they removed all of their indigenous or Native American stuff back in, what was it, 2008 or 2009.
It's just an arrowhead, right?
Yeah, they even changed the name. It's not Arrowhead Stadium anymore. It's GEHA. We can't even say Geha. It's GEHA. So they stopped the tomahawk chop. You're not supposed to do the tomahawk chop.
You guys
The fans
still do it. Yeah.
But it's like, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Anyway, moving on. That's all I had for what the fucks. Anybody else?
Sensitive world.
Change their names to the Kansas City Captains. How about that?
No, they were actually talking about one of them was like the Kansas City Kings, because the baseball team is the Kansas City Royals. They were also talking about the Kansas City Wolves because their mascot is KC Wolf, so they would just keep it and run with that. There were a couple other ones that really didn't make it, but they have contingency in case enough snowflakes throw up enough red flags and say, oh, I want the name changed. It's culturally inappropriate, even though they don't shit about the history of the team. It's like, you want to be culturally appropriate. How about Cowboys? Let's get rid of the Cowboys name. Let's not call them that. Let's call them the Ranchers or something, or the Rangers. I don't know.
Dallas Farmers.
The
Dallas
Force bitches.
Yeah, Dallas fucktards. How's that? Anyway.
I'm a Seahawks fan, but whoever came up with Rain City bitch pigeons was really fucking funny.
That is funny. That is very clever. Kudos to them.
Yeah.
Rain
Somebody
City
at work was wearing
bitch
a shirt
pigeons.
that said Rain City bitch pigeons. I was like, that's funny.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Like, I don't care. That's fucking funny.
Yeah,
That is fucking funny.
that's hilarious.
Hey, did you order yours?
No, I'm not gonna. Fuck that. I like the team. I'm not gonna call them the Rain City bitch pigeons, but I'm just saying, whoever came up with that, fucking hilarious.
That's great.
I did have another what the fuck, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh,
It had to do with the whole Brady video thing. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not. I'm done.
Oh,
Move on.
The pitching
You want to
machine.
talk about the goat?
Come on, dude. Those weren't edited. That was real, bro. You threw that right.
You can.
Perfect.
Yeah. You fuck.
It looks like I was 100% accurate when I sent that TikTok. And
Triggered alert. No, I know. I even I posted on Bro Bible. I said the only real thing about that video is that Tom Brady can throw about 10 to 20 yards, and that was it.
That's what he did. I'm so mad. You got him, dude. Good job, Miguel.
Oh yeah, he's still mad. Look at him. So for the audio listeners, there was a TikTok where Brady throws a football into what are they called?
A pitching machine?
Pitching machines.
Yeah.
Jugs machine.
Jugs machine, which just basically throws the football to receivers for catch practice or whatever. So he throws it into it, it locks in place, and it shoots it back at him. He does that 2 times, takes like 10 yards back, does it again, knocks the thing over, and 5 yards. Okay, sorry, Joe. He's watched the video multiple times, obviously.
He's obsessed. Tom Brady's the GOAT. Obviously.
But I sent that TikTok to the group, and I was like, trigger warning. And yeah, Joe's triggered about that because he immediately, well, not immediately, but a few hours later responded and said how it was fake. And
But what triggers me about it is that people believed it was true. Yeah. What the fuck? Are we, as a society, as the majority of society, that fucking stupid?
It's movie
that they're
magic.
It's fucking, fucking Thanos is real, and he's coming to kill us all, and he's going to snap us away. Fuck you guys, man. I can't believe these people that believe this shit is real. That's so dumb. So fucking dumb. Like, we grew up watching computer graphics progress from, like, shitty to the stuff today. So we automatically have that eye for, that's computer graphics. Whereas the society today, the youngsters, the Gen Zs and the disease, they don't fucking know the difference between shitty graphics and good graphics because they only grew up with the good shit.
You've never seen The Mummy Returns.
Yeah, Scorpion King. They've never seen that.
Oh man,
With The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, that was bad.
solid movie.
Or also X-Men Origins Wolverine. That one was pretty god-awful,
It's
too.
amazing.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's so funny. Miguel, you need to send Joe some more of that Tom Brady shit. That's great.
No, I don't like to see them, but when they come up, I'm going to share them for sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, if anyhow, just to get Joe fired up. It's funny. Cool. Good shit. Go on, Joe.
Nope. I'm done. I don't want to go anymore.
Okay, cool.
Usa. Namaste.
You didn't want to talk about it. I don't know why you said anything about it in the first place.
You said, I have a what the fuck, but I'm not going
I
to
said I didn't want to talk about it, and then Miguel had his talk, and he didn't say something. I was like, that's it. Ah!
I mean, you should have just not mentioned it. That's all it takes is you not mentioning it by
Well, I
you
wanted
saying,
to talk about it.
Tom Brady TikTok. Okay, we're going to talk about it now.
Oh my god, that was so awesome. It's perfect, Joe. No, it's solid. Keep it up. I like it.
Yeah, next week, Joe Emmel says this. Joe Emmel says that.
Get him, Joe Emmel. We need you guys to hang out.
If it was a Mahomes video of the same thing,
It would be believable.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, for fuck's sake. A guy that can throw 40 yards laying horizontally on the field.
You can see him. He bleeds Kansas City.
Motherfucker. Whatever. How about that catch against Philadelphia? Oh, you almost had it. No, you didn't. Anyway.
Oh my god, Joe.
Ask Eli Manning what he thinks. Ask Nick Foles. I'm done.
Yeah, because then you sent that ring. You sent that ring meme to us too with Brady. That was funny. Anywho, okay. You guys have any rando shit before we close this up? We're moving on to rando now. No more what the fucks.
I have another question. This is a rando question.
Okay.
Thoughts of Henry Cavill coming to the MCU. Who would you like him to play? Those of you that don't know who Henry Cavill is, that's the guy that currently plays Superman and The Witcher and Geralt, The Witcher.
I wouldn't mind seeing him as a Wolverine.
I can agree 100%.
Other than that, I don't.
So they've cast him as like one of the Eternals, or like a Tribunal or a Sentinel, or not the X-Men Sentinel, but the other one. They've also thought about like having him as Nova, but I think Nova as being like a younger guy, kind of like the same age as Tom Holland, like the same age as Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him being older, so. I don't know. Any thoughts?
I don't know.
They've said Adam Warlock possibly, but I want Keanu Reeves to play Adam Warlock. But I can see him playing Wolverine. I can. If I was to move, I think he would be better as Wolverine than fucking Harry Potter. I'm not even gonna give the guy a fucking name. I don't give a shit. I don't like him.
What?
They were going to choose him as
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe has been on like the top 2 to play Wolverine. Daniel Radcliffe, and the other one I think is Clint Eastwood's son.
I'd take him over Radcliffe just because of Clint Eastwood.
Oh, fuck.
No,
Not okay.
I don't like
That's
that
not
sort
okay.
of thing.
No,
Henry Cavill, I mean, he's an A-lister for sure. Currently, it's playing Superman and all these other characters. He's Geralt. He's a top actor who would get a top role, and who better than Wolverine? I mean, everyone knows Wolverine. A lot of the other MCU characters, I mean, I'm not even super familiar with. People don't know these MCU characters until they come out with the new content. A couple years ago, Moon Knight, who the hell is Moon Knight? Oh, there's a show about Moon Knight? I better find out who he is.
or Cloak
Wolverine.
and Dagger. Like nobody knew about Cloak and Dagger. I mean, it was yeah.
Wolverine, everybody already knows who the fuck Wolverine is. Even I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Hugh Jackman.
Pre-Hugh Jackman, everyone knew who Wolverine was.
Yeah. It's my favorite Marvel character.
Mine too. Yours is
Whatever, Chris, he's
Deadpool.
mine. Fuck you.
Yours is
Can't have him
Deadpool.
too.
The fuck?
No, that's Wolverine. It's always been Wolverine.
God damn it.
I'm hearing conflict here.
There is.
Fuck you, Chris.
I thought you had Deadpool.
I mean, I do love Deadpool, but Wolverine has always been my favorite Marvel character.
I've never heard you mention Wolverine.
Wolverine is all over my man cave.
The first Funko I ever bought was Wolverine.
I've never heard you mention Wolverine ever.
I've got. You want to? How many collectibles you got? I want to see who's with favorites.
I have one Wolverine.
That's it.
Wait, did I get the zombie?
You better have two. If you said your first one ever, if you said your first one ever was Wolverine, you better have fucking two because you have a.
Yeah, I forgot about the blacklight one.
Yeah, I've got 3 Funkos, and then I've got some other stuff too. Other action figures of Wolverine as well.
The first Funko I ever bought was Wolverine because he was my favorite. He's my favorite Marvel character.
I think we need to find one of those Death of Wolverine comics then.
Oh, I've got it. I've got 3 of them.
Yep.
I can send one to you, John.
I've got one hanging up,
Can I read
framed.
It's
If it's yours, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Whatever you want to it. Yeah, it's signed.
by Greg.
I might have one that's not signed then. If
Well,
if he wants to sign one.
yeah,
Give him.
We didn't get all of them signed because there was a limit. Remember?
Yeah.
that's right. I remember you like pitching a bitch because the one dude was like, no, you said he could only get so many signed. This guy's got like 8.
You called him out
I
in
remember
line.
that, Miguel. He's like, you better get your ass back in line.
He called him out right there in front of the guy.
That was hilarious. Anyway, I just wanted to get your thoughts on Henry Cavill or Cavill, however you say it. But I think I agree with Miguel. Wolverine. After thinking about it, if anyone was to replace Hugh Jackman as like a Wolverine variant, possibly Henry would be it.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah. I mean, who else?
Yes, and
Who
no,
else?
Tom Hardy is Venom, and we're still waiting for Venom to make the crossover into the MCU. And
But who else represents the nerd community more than Henry Cavill?
there's no other than I don't think if there's any other actor that can possibly do that because he not only is a gamer, he's a huge nerd. So
Other than maybe Joe.
Mr. Vergara.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him that. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
him.
call him Mr. Vergara.
I mean, he's a total D&D nerd, and yeah.
yeah, but he's Deathstroke.
But that's DC.
Yeah, you could bring him into the Marvel.
Henry Cavill's fucking Superman then, Joe.
You could do that.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds is Green Lantern. Fuck, I don't care.
he might he might show up and stab you, Joe.
I don't care.
Ryan Reynolds is here. Oh,
Not the Green Lantern. I retconned that in Deadpool 2, you fucker.
yeah.
Cool.
He'd have to get past Ceci in order to stab me, so I don't think that would happen.
And what's he doing with Ceci?
Whatever he wants to. I don't get
Stabbing her.
Stabbing.
Stabbing her. I can't have any more kids, so
You want a little Deadpool running around?
I got a little fucking. I got a mini Deadpool.
You got to
I
take
got
care
a
of his
chibi,
ass.
a chibi Deadpool running around
You
the
gotta feed
house.
him
Yeah.
chimichangas
It's
and shit.
RJ. It's Ryan Jr.
Yeah. Sorry, Blake.
Just over there giving him chimichangas all day.
That's it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck's sake.
That's it.
Oh shit! You guys got any other rando shit this week?
It is Butters is getting married this weekend, so shout out to Butters.
Hey, congrats, buddy.
Don't do it, sucker.
There goes your video
Congratulations.
game.
They've lived together for like 5 years, so
That'll change.
I mean, he can finally put his TVs and whatever he wants in his house wherever he wants.
No.
no, that's not how marriage works.
Oh, it's going to be worse now.
Yeah, that's single life. Married is
And no, that definitely wasn't single life for Butters.
No.
Yeah.
'Cause
No.
She lived there. She's lived there for 5 years.
Yeah, so that doesn't
Now
matter.
they're getting married.
I lived with Jackie for 3 or 4 years,
Eight?
and my my Xbox didn't start making that noise until after I got married to her.
What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
So
me.
Butters, watch
Like
out
hell
for
you
that.
are.
the new Xbox noise when you turn it on now. Once you're married.
Well, Butters also said that he's going to wait till after he gets married to buy a motorcycle. So we'll see if that actually happens.
You get
a toy motorcycle.
Buy it now. Buy it now.
I saw Target has the Harley Davidson Lego. You could get him that one. He could buy that and put it together.
I should give that to him ahead of his wedding.
Wedding present. You wanted a motorcycle.
Here's your motorcycle, Butters.
Yeah, he's not getting one after that.
Yeah. So congratulations to Butters and Andrew and Haley.
Congrats to Andrew and Haley.
Saturday.
Awesome. Very cool.
Congratulations.
Cool. Miguel?
Rando, does anyone want to talk about payload mode on Warzone? Anybody?
Oh, yeah. That's
fun.
Yeah,
let's go.
Sure.
That's fucking frustrating. Fucking hate it. But I love it so much.
You're a fucking liar.
No, there's times where I fucking hate that mode and I want to throw my goddamn controller.
Yeah, because it reminds you of Overwatch.
No, that's not why.
That's the one. Anyway.
Go for it.
I enjoy the fuck out of it. That mode is a lot of fun. It's frustrating, but it's a lot of fun too. But it's a good balance of frustrating and fun.
It's a good camping mode.
So for context, it's similar. It's a new mode in Warzone, 20v20. It's similar to Overwatch, where one team's pushing a payload and the other team's defending. Well, there's two payloads. So it's just, to me and John, Warzone, Overwatch.
Yes.
And I mean, it's a nice change of pace. It's really fun. It's really frustrating when you just continuously get mowed down, but it's a fun game mode. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I do like the fact that, Call of Duty is making these new modes and putting them out, and you get like a limited time on this mode, and then a few months down the road, we get to play a new different mode, and they keep busting out these fun modes. It's really cool. I think it's exciting.
I think it'd be cool if they continued with if they brought it back as a more permanent mode.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot more maps.
Yeah, a lot more maps.
Better fucking rotation.
Yeah, right now it's only 3 or 4 maps.
And you only play one of them for 2 hours at a time.
Yeah. It's usually Promenade.
Yeah. Or no, there's also Port. Port's also been pretty fucking consistent. And
I don't remember who said it, but I want one going right down the runway.
Oh, that was me. Yep. Just
Yeah.
down the airstrip. Just
where there's
two
no cover.
payloads. Yeah, no cover for anyone.
Everybody's in line behind the truck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just mowing people down.
Yep. I don't know that I want that, but it would make sense with the way that the paths are for the trucks anyway. Just two fucking parallel roads.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
I wish they had more options alongside the payloads for you to purchase. So, like right now, you get to a certain point, and if you have up to $5,000, you can buy an extra turret. So there's 2 turrets at the very end of the track. But if you have 5,000, you can buy turrets alongside the track to the end of the path. So adding that 3rd turret, sometimes I've noticed that when it is purchased, it does help with the fight. But that's normally at the end of the path to push them back. So you don't have to necessarily push them back to the beginning. You just have to hold them so they don't progress to the finish. So I wish they had like a few more options. Like if they had turrets at the beginning, like if you had 2 turrets at the beginning, 2 turrets at the end, and then you had like 1 or 2 in the middle, I think it would help extend the game a little bit, make it a little bit more fun. But
you can place them at all the checkpoints.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just with all the cheating and stuff that's going on, it's ridiculous. Because there's been people where I've shot with the 50 cal. And it's just like hit mark, hit mark, hit mark, hit mark. I don't even break their armor. I'm just getting hit marks. And it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Well, and that depends. Are you shooting into their spawn? Because it's spawn protected.
No.
Like, you can unload a clip on someone and their armor doesn't break.
No, this isn't at their spawn. This is like, them coming into the final stretch, the final 100 yards or whatever you want to call it. But that final checkpoint. And it's just like hit point, hit point, hit point, hit point. And I'm like, I'm not even breaking armor. What am I doing? So Activision, they've got to do something. These games, these cheaters are going to be the end of us. Seriously. Like the end of the FPS series games.
Well, at least the free community part of it. You know what I mean? They're going to start charging for all this shit because that's what it seems like.
Yeah,
It seems
I mean,
like the
even then, they've reported that Battlefield, they've already have aimbots and everything built for Battlefield 2042. Before it hasn't even come out yet, but they've already built it for that game, and they're already out there. And there's nothing that DICE or EA or anyone can do about it. We just have to play it and suck it up.
I mean, hopefully Battlefield can at least make it so you can play console only, which is something I've seen petitioned for Call of Duty. It's like, let console players just play with console players because the cheating is fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
Well, originally that was the argument, was all of us were like, well, I want to be able to play with somebody on PC. I want to be able to play with somebody on PlayStation, until they came out with cheats. And then it's just like, well, fuck this. I don't want to play. And also, they said they either need to nerf PC players or buff console players. So, like, if the field of view option, PC players have field of view, console players don't. We're playing the exact same game. Why can't we have field of view on console the same as PC players? Especially with the powerful system as the Xbox Series X and that other one that PlayStation.
Piss 5?
Piss 5? Yeah, the Piss. I don't know, whatever console that is. But you know what I'm saying? We have these systems that are somewhat comparable to PCs. Why can't we play and have the same options on console that we have on PC?
Well, I mean, it is comparable because my PC is a 1070 and I can fucking change my field of view, so.
Right.
Yeah, why not?
Why can't we do it on the Xbox Series X? I want to change my field of view. Add that option in there, add a few other options, and then we'll be okay. But, I mean, the whole cheating software and bullshit, nah.
Let us have some cheating software. I'm just kidding.
Well,
yeah, don't advertise that.
Never mind. I'll text you later, Chris.
I know. I'm thinking okay. We'll talk about it later.
He'll send you his receipt.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I'll send you my Amazon cart and show you.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't worry about
We talked about handy sticks earlier. I got it. Gotcha.
No, I'm talking about that.
So, okay. Cool. All right. Well, you guys got any other rando shit to go over before we close out? You guys excited about football?
Yes.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, right? It's right around the corner.
As long as they don't shut shit down because of COVID.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope we at least get to go to our game before
I'll be pissed.
Before it's too late.
I was pissed when they canceled Michigan's visit to Washington.
Yeah.
COVID last year. Michigan was supposed to come play Washington for the first time in 25 years.
Yeah, and you had tickets, right? You were going.
No, I didn't. Didn't even get the opportunity to get tickets.
Oh, gotcha.
Shut it down before the season before they'd even announced tickets yet.
Well, you were gonna go.
I was gonna go.
Yeah.
I would have gone to Seattle for that.
But
will you go to Seattle to pick us up?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh.
When are you coming?
I don't know.
Figure it out.
I will figure it out. I think that'll be my next trip.
Cool.
I mean, I'm going to California in November, but after that, maybe next year.
So, like, when are the Cardinals coming to Seattle? Was it January?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that November?
I believe it was it was in January this year.
I think that's when the Seahawks are going to be in Arizona.
Yeah.
January.
It was really weird this year.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway.
So maybe like in between football next year.
Okay.
Off season. Yeah.
Spring break maybe.
Okay.
I'll give you a call.
Sounds good.
Send you a love
You
note.
going to come?
We'll see.
He said he just told
Spiders
you.
up here aren't that big.
We'll see.
I'm not worried about the spiders. I'm worried about the tree huggers. That's what I'm worried about.
We'll avoid that part of the area.
I'm just fucking around. I don't care.
They're all in the specific area in Seattle for the most part.
What about the Twilight fans? Are they all up there too?
Yeah, I mean, they're all over the place, but Twilight was
sparkly fans.
Forks, which is
Forks.
like a 5-hour drive from here.
Uh,
It's nowhere near where I am.
I can guarantee you, if Ceci goes, I will hear one reference to Twilight while we're there.
Oh god.
Yeah, you probably just won't know it.
Or I probably just won't take her.
It'll...
I mean, we could go to Forks if you want to.
She'll just stay with Ryan Reynolds.
He's
There you
in,
go.
what, Vancouver, though, isn't he?
Canada?
I didn't mean going to Seattle. I meant
Going in
Oh,
Reynolds.
if he comes and stabs me or stabs her, I don't care.
Wait,
if he's
what?
here-
The other way
Bring
around,
it.
isn't it? Stabs and then comes?
oh god.
You said he's gonna stab you?
Well, that's what John said. He's going to come here and stab me. And I said, no, he's got to get through Ceci first. And he's like, well, what is he stabbing? And I'm like, well, he's going to be stabbing her. Yeah, but he's going to stab her and then come. And then I'll come to visit you in Seattle.
Wait, you're
Well,
she's gonna come and then you're gonna
not
come.
Sure I still want you to come visit.
why? She's not going to come. I mean,
She
not
already
to
did.
Seattle.
What?
She already did
I'm
come.
confused. What's going on?
I'm going to visit.
By Twitch.
Hello, Ryan Reynolds.
Right? Van City. Let's go.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they're actually opening the border back to Canada next week, I think. August
Yeah,
7th.
but you're not able to come back.
Yeah, you can't. They're gonna.
I have
it's
a
a-
U.S. passport.
No, it's a one-way right now.
Uh-huh.
They
If
let
you
U.S.
go-
citizens back in.
No, like from U.S. to Canada, you can go
You damn
next
right.
week, but you cannot come back to the U.S. They've closed it until the 29th of August or 21st of August. So it's a one-way trip
I'll wait
if you want to
another
go. It's a one-way trip. I said, Seth, if you want to go and live in Canada, we can go now and then not have to come back and call work like, hey, I can't come back. Sorry.
Stuck in Canada, eh?
Stuck in Canada. Eh?
You're out there
Yeah,
getting
it's
some.
not that far. It's an hour and a half drive to the Canadian border.
Nice.
Go. Some biscuits and gravy.
And there's
Y'all
no
got
wall.
Passports?
No, I need to get
You're
mine.
not going.
I need to get mine. We have everything. I have the paperwork. I just haven't filled it out.
Yeah.
I'm going to get me some puppers.
There you go. You guys got anything else before we wrap this thing up?
Fuck you, Chris.
Sweet. Anything else? Noted.
Chris.
Joe?
Nope.
I was waiting. Okay. Well, this is Chris. I'm going to go play some video games. I'm out. Peace. I was waiting for you to say fuck you, Chris. Joe, come on.
Nah, not yet.
All right. I haven't done anything yet.
Maybe later.
Oh, wait.
This is John. I'm going to play some Warzone for a little bit before I go to bed. I'm out.
Miguel, I'm probably going to go play some Warzone or eat real quick and then play Warzone. I'm out.
Fuck. I gotta play. I have to play The Sims 4 because I have to help my wife do something in The Sims. So
What?
She's playing The Sims?
no, we're using it as an architecture thing. So I have to play The Sims for a little bit and help her design
No,
something.
Play
and then-
Warzone with us before I go to bed, and then do that after I leave.
Don't listen to him, Joe. How many times did he bail on us this last week?
Well, the only one that bailed on us was
Every
Chris,
day.
and that was last night. So
I fucking
Yes.
sent a text. It wasn't my fault. It's Jackie's fault.
Not to me. I was
Yeah,
about to
it's
buy you
to
back,
me.
and Joe's like, no, don't buy him back. I'm like, what the fuck?
it's Warden alert, Game Warden.
The game warden came out, and I can't just like. I thought Joe would spread the message. I'm sorry, guys.
You need a button that's like, gotta go. or
I need like an
something. I don't know.
exit button, like a pole switch or something where it turns everything off. Yeah.
Be right back. Headset
Or-
off, controller down.
Gotta go. You know.
Well, I thought I was coming back. I didn't think I was going to get stuck in there.
Well, you at least need to tell your team you're away from.
Oh, no, he
your-
told Joe. He texted Joe to tell him.
Yeah,
But
you
I
tell
didn't
them over
find
the
out
headset
until
before you
after.
leave. You're like, "Hey guys, I'll be right back," and then
I
you
thought
leave.
I was coming
Right.
back. It was my mistake.
Figure
And
it out.
I did come back. I was just like 20 minutes late, and then everybody was already in bed. So
Yeah. The match was over. It was
Yeah.
done.
I figured as much.
Anyway, game on.
Come on.
Game on.
This concludes another Console Drones Gamer Talk podcast. Season 3, biatch!
Now let's get out of here and destroy this whole universe.
Watching